Welcome back to Cryptogains for another video. This is my second time having to record this. First time didn't flip and record. So, well, it did, just the voice didn't come out. So I want to show you something that can probably help you on your journey. This is not financial advice, extremely high risk. Take a look at this. This is my fully convinced group or cluster of coins that I really believe in the next 3 months could be the best performers. Now, I've gone through all of my portfolio, looked at as many coins as I can because I hold a huge amount of coins. And yeah, I'm trying to find projects that I'm dead certain on, that I'm fully convinced can do extremely well. Now, I still hold a bunch of coins. You might, from watching this, you might see that there's certain coins that you don't see. Doesn't mean I don't have it. I still have it, still holding it. But for the most part, this right here is where I am fully convinced they can go on to do really well. So this is, again, not financial advice. What you're going to see in this is extremely high risk. Some serious high risk plays where you could lose all your money. I could lose all my money. And I'm coming in on this as I'm either going to make millions or I'm going to just lose the whole flipping lot trying to do so, right? So if you're going to follow this, again, put what you can afford to lose, because when I show you this stuff, straight away your head is glued here. Your head is, you want to know what these, lower, high risk, toxic plays are, ones where you can capitalize and make massive gains fast. But I want to take you through all of this. I want to show you why I feel like they're fully convinced, or why I'm fully convinced that these can do well and everything else. So just real quick, let's just take a look at CoinGecko. And then I'm going to talk about this here, which is the total market cap. And then, just what's going to happen is over the next few months, I'm going to keep bringing this to you. And as time goes on, hopefully these coins, Neural, they can start to move up like this. Proppy, EDU. And you can see like they're not all just one narrative, which is just AI. I've got a bunch of things. I've got gaming, AI, layer ones, Root Network, considered a layer one / gaming sort of project. And loads of different things. Layer 2's optimism right here. OP. I've got things like H-bar and SWE, which is sort of like towards the finish. It's already done. They've already completed for me, they're the most successful projects. They've already, $9 billion, $11 billion. They're massive, massive projects. But I'm still fully convinced that they can do well. And I think that SWE can reach to like $20. I can't remember what prices I was quoting for H, but I'll have to look into it some more. But this is where my conviction lies. So you can look at this as a guide. You can decide if you want to do the same thing, or if you, I don't know, maybe you hold these, maybe you don't. Like I said, a bunch of projects that probably I might not share in this, but I still have them. And I'm not saying I'm not convicted in them, but when I look at my portfolio right now, and I think there's 3 months left, what can really surge in 3 months? What can make me massive gains over the next 3 months? I mean, if it continues to go on to 6 months, 1 year, and it just keeps going up and up in a year, great, because we all make massive gains, right? But the reality is, I feel like we've come a lot further on in the market, and I think that this is what I'm paying attention to. So yeah, I'm going to keep bringing this, show you things, what starts to move up. Hopefully, in my head, I'm hoping that they can all eventually come here, surge up to the $1 billion range. Because when I look at these projects, I don't just see coins. They're not just coins, cryptos. These are projects. They're businesses, companies that I'm investing in. I'm investing in a project that has a group of people behind it that are working hard to try and do what they can to really make something, become magical. And that's what these are. You've got a bunch of people behind it. So if you're new to the channel, new to the projects, and you've never heard of these, I'll give you a glimpse of a few of them. You probably know Pepe. Everyone knows Pepe. Optimism, which is the layer 2, which is making things faster, more scalable for Ethereum, which is many people have been favoring Optimism. You've got Coinbase over there, which uses the OP stack for its base network. Loads of coins have been launching on base. Virtual's protocol is an example of how well projects can be launched on the base network and succeed. This was made possible because of OP, which is why, even though OP is a blue chip, I still think it can do really well in the future, go up into the tens of billions of dollars, right? But ask yourself this. If you're convinced in the projects I'm convinced in, are you are you going to accept the risk that you take? Meaning, I show you these, and when you look at it, like, because I accept the risk that I take. When I look at this, again, this is look at where the cluster is. My full conviction of cluster, of where I believe, I can make the bulk of my money, is under 100 million. This blue line right here between the, it goes green, blue, sort of like a dark blue. Right here is your 100 million mark. So I've got a huge cluster of coins where I've got big money in, that I'm saying that my full conviction lies here. So when you look at this, me in general, and when I show you projects, I'm playing with high risk stuff, which means if it falls and I lose the whole lot, I can't blame no one. And the same goes for people that watch my channel and any other influencers that you watch. I don't know, maybe a lot of influencers share you the safer plays, 200 million above, $1 billion, invest in that because it's safe. And again, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. And there's not many channels of my size that share you these high risk plays that probably has a cluster of cryptocurrencies that are down here. I can only think of me, Supo, maybe Joe Parry's as well, that share you these opportunities. So shout out to those as well. So yeah, this is where my conviction lies, and I know it. You're happy to play with these, right? These lower caps, and I know this is what you want to see, because everyone wants this, because you want to be able to take $1,000 or $100 and turn it into $1,000 quick, but you can't get that opportunity with things like this, Aethia, which is sitting about a 230 million market cap. How long have you been holding Aethia for? It's been out, 9 months, a year? You've been holding it this long. For it to just do like a 10x, it goes to $2 billion, $2.3 billion, which ain't even on the finish line, just about there. But that's just your 10x. So when I show you this stuff, it can probably open your eyes a little bit. It opens my mind a little bit, and it starts to make me think, should I be taking some projects that I have, like HBAR, and shifting some of my money? Because right now, HBAR is like 9 billion, 11 billion, something like that. I think it's $9 billion. $9 billion in valuation of the market cap. For it to 10x, it goes to $90 billion. That's a 10x, which means $81 billion needs to go into it if it was a $9 billion market cap for me to 10x my money. And $81 billion is a lot. And then I think, but what if I just took some of the money that I have in HBAR, and I'm not saying HBAR is bad, but I'm trying to look at this on a full scale and say, where can I really reap the rewards? Because what happens over time is, especially in a raging euphoric phase, is people shift. People take out of the big projects, shift it and throw it into the lower caps, and then they ride the wave again. So for example, you could have, if you watched my channel, you 100x'd on this, because virtuals were sitting about 40 something million, surged all the way up to $5 billion. You saw it. Now it's cooled off, sitting about 787 million, something like that. And I've gone through all of these that you're seeing here to really make sure that the caps are perfect. So this is a new rule. Haven't given it the new logo yet, because they got a new logo. I will grab up eventually, but I just want to show you how precise I am when I show you this stuff, right? So if I click on new rule, you can see here when it loads up, if it loads, the market cap is a 52 million market cap, right? You can see it here, 52 million. So when you come back over here, look, you can see this green line marks the 50, and obviously if you come forward, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, you see? So 52 would sort of just be after this line here. And I've done this with every single one to make sure that when I show you this, I'm showing you current things. Now, of course, along the time as I show you this, because I'm looking to just keep sharing this, things are going to change. Some will go up, some will go down. But eventually, I believe, because I'm fully convinced that the projects I'm sharing you here, they will just be up here. Proppy, Root Network, because the people behind it, serious brand, serious business, serious company, at least I think they are. I think that, they're going to do what they can in their power to make sure their project succeeds. But again, when I look at these ones down here, these lower caps, which I know you want to see, some may do well. I'm fully convinced that they all can do well. Everything you see here, this is it. It can do well. But if it fails, right? I can't be pissed off with anyone. It's my fault. I put what I can afford to lose, and you have to take responsibility for that as well if you're going to F with this stuff. Stick around, like and subscribe, because I'm going to be revealing this over a few videos, making it a little mini series, right? So just take a look at this, right? This right here is the total market cap, excluding Bitcoin, excluding Ethereum. All of the money that is inside what you're seeing here, you know, my coins and loads of other coins. And by the way, let me just open your mind to something here, because I keep getting a lot of people in the comment section going, oh, he talks about every single coin, eventually he's going to get something right. There's 2 million flipping coins that exist. Coins on like pump.fun, Move Pump, all the other types of pump.funds, Moonshot on Deck Screener. You've got Deck Screener itself, where people can launch tokens and create new coins. You've got things like all the new agents, you know, Virtual's Protocol got their own agents, Top Hat, Dasher, AI Pump. There's loads of, and then you've got the launch pads like Seedify, loads of different coins that are getting launched, and loads of coins that people are creating. I think I'm far beyond. What I'm showing you here works out to be about 0.25% of the coins that just exist on CoinGecko. Forget the rest of the coins that everyone else is making everywhere else. So when I hear that nonsense, I just have to laugh, because obviously they don't do their research into what I'm sharing. Let's take a look at this real quick, right? At the top left here, look at this CoinGecko. 17,000 coins have made it to CoinGecko out of the millions of cryptocurrencies that exist that people are creating every single day. 17,000. 10% of that is 1,700. 1% of that is 170. So 0.5% of that is like 85. So 0.25% is about 42.5 coins, 42-ish coins. I haven't got 42 coins in this section that I'm showing you here. I've probably got about 37, 38. But we're talking about 0.25% of all the tokens that exist on CoinGecko. I haven't shown every single coin that exists. There's too many. And more will continue to come. More will fail and just disappear off of the CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap and everything else. So understand that when I show you this, you're looking at the tiny percentage of coins which I say to myself, I'm fully convinced that can do really, really well. So for those that are new, if you're here and you're looking, you're thinking, well, what are we dealing with here? We've got a bunch of AIs. Actually, if I look at the whole of this here, even in this cluster here on the left-hand side, a lot of the stuff that I've been fully convinced in over the last few months is AI. And, I've got some gaming, I've got some memes. Pepe's sitting there. I think Pepe can still surge 10x from now. But I'm fully convinced that the AI space is where it's going to happen the most, because big sectors, big tech giants are still spending hundreds of billions of dollars trying to advance the AI, whatever AI they have. And if DeepSeek didn't open your flipping mind to that, then there's something wrong with you. Because DeepSeek is a fine example of what's going on in this world right now. You have OpenAI in America, you got DeepSeek in China. China's doing whatever they can to launch AI. Don't you see? AI is not just a quick trend in the crypto space. The world is revolutionizing it, right? And this is what I'm doing. I'm paying attention to all sorts of things. But I'm very diverse in this. So I will be sharing this along the way as it goes. I'm very diverse. So you've got Destra Network, Aethia, similar things, cloud storage computing, GPU solutions, to decentralize the GPU space. You've got things like OpenGPU that does the same thing. Storage is sort of like a cloud hosting thing. But these two here are very similar. Virtual's Protocol obviously did well. If you was watching the channel right back way when not many people were aware of it, this is when I caught it back here, and it went on to doing 100x. And I believe many others can do that. But this down here, this is the part people come for. You come for this Goldilocks zone. You guys are degens, just degenerates. You guys want to take your $100, your $500, your $1,000, and I've seen in some cases, patrons spend thousands. I do Satoshi classes, Satoshi alpha sessions, where Satoshis will come in and just I'm talking about a project, and bang, instantly it just surges. Because I'm sharing them like a 200k cap, high risk, micro play, right down here in the depths of this early golden zone. And that can you call people crazy? How, when they're making money? I don't know. But this is what you come for. You come because you want to see this. You want that. You don't want this. You don't want, oh, I'll put my money in Ether and I'll wait like 8-9 months, maybe a couple of years for it to 10x my money if I'm lucky, if it still goes through on the bull cycle. It's not good enough for you. You don't want that. I mean, maybe you're buying some now, I don't know. But I know that when I click this and I reveal it, people are going to rush to buy it because this is what you want. You want this opportunity. And like I said, not many channels show you the opportunity. But I will rephrase myself again, repeat myself. If you're going to F with this stuff here, put what you can afford to lose. It's your responsibility if something goes wrong. If I lose everything, it's my fault, right? My cluster's mad. Like I said, lots of AI stuff, and the fact that I've got so much under 100 million, this is where it lies. Because many other YouTubers, maybe they're more safe. The plays that they're doing, and their cluster's probably up here somewhere. A couple of billion. The H bars and the virtuals now. They're stacking up on that. Sandbox is great. I think the reason I'm still showing these up here because there are still great plays that I think people can have in their portfolio. Render can go on to do an extra 10x. Sandbox can 10x, 20x. I think they're still great plays. Gala, right? So, yeah, I don't know. I really feel like I'm convinced that these projects here that I have are just going to do really, really well. Should I share one of these in the golden box, in the golden zone? Because, I could be here all day talking about every single individual project, but I'm not going to. I've got videos on them. Go and have a look at my videos if you're new to the channel. I can tell you some of the names, just, if you're unsure. So starting from the very far end, you've got Sui, H-bar, Optimism, Pepe, Render, Gala, Sandbox, Virtuals Protocol. I'm deliberately trying not to grab up my videos and get them on CoinGecko so you can do your further research. I mean, my videos alone will share you the insights to these projects. Athia, ATH, that's what that's called, Athia. You got Destra Network, right? And sometimes plays like these can be good because if you have projects where influencers will continue to talk about them, share them, get my words out, then that can benefit you as well, because if they've got hundreds of thousands of subscribers or millions of subscribers, that it's getting out to a massive reach where those people might be like you and me, degenerates, degens, and just rush and buy cryptos quickly. You see it all the time. I see it all the time. It's just mad. People are mad. But it's because we're all here for one thing, because we all want to make money, and I get it. But in order for you to make money in this space, especially with what I've learned, because I've been here from a lot, trust me, I've seen many cycles, you have to be convinced in the coins that you're investing in. If you're not convinced, then what happens is you invest in these meme coins, these AI agents, the high risk ones, and they just fall to zero because everybody gets in, takes a bit of profit, dumps it. Some people are just getting in and it dumps on you and you get pissed off or you get upset, and then you put too much more you can afford to lose, and then you sell out at a loss. Oh, then it get pumped again, and then someone else takes profits this time, but then you're thinking, oh, I just sold that and it dumped on me and I just sold at a loss and that's going up. Your emotions can really get to you if you are not fully convinced on a project. So, which is why for the most part, when people buy, they hold long term. So I've got big bags in Sui, for example, and I hold it long term because I think when it does get to that $20 range, which right now, what's Sui sitting on? Let's have a quick look at Sui, zoom this out. I can then flip the profits. I can flip it, throw it into the lower caps, if I even have that chance, because I got to accept that also over the next 3 months. If Sui just goes off the charts and goes past this dude here, and then Sui just comes off the grid and he's right over here, 90, 100 billion or whatever it is, just all over there, I expect that these coins, Chain GPT, Deso, EDU, Propi, Alki, they're going to come surging up as well. So, like I said, I will be keeping tabs on this. I'll be showing people this every time things have gone up, because I'd like to believe that in the long term, all of this will just be up here. But check this, right? This right here real quick. Let me just show you, because this is an important chart. The total market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, this is all of the money that we have in altcoins, all our favorite altcoins, all of what I'm fully convinced in, all the other coins you're convinced, on a 5-day time frame. I believe it's going up again. I really believe we are going to see it go up. I think we've had the capitulation which was this. It came right into this drop into the green box, and now we got bought up. I believe we will see it come up into this blue box up here, right? And I've been talking to my Satoshis and other patrons about this, and I will be bringing more videos on this, but we will see this. And if this month we get a nice green candle, and then next month, you know, this is 5 days, every 5 days, right? If we get up there sooner rather than later, or whenever we get there, you know, this, you know, what I've just drawn now kind of puts it to like April 6th. But when we get up there, for me, this should be the mother of all take profits. Because at that point, $1 trillion would have flooded into the market from this disgusting dip down here, which it fell down to, you know, this wick. It fell down to $755 billion. That's how low it went. We are already back up above a trillion. No, we're at 800, roughly about 883 billion. You can see, well, my head's in a way you can't see it. 883 billion. Well, it shows it here on the little green. So when it gets up here, and if it can reach the peak of this, the peak of it puts it about a 1.83 billion, which means $1 trillion would have come in. Now that surge can be massive for many projects, especially where I'm fiddling with the bulk of my clusters high risk down here. So if $1 trillion comes in and billions can flood into crypto, you imagine $1 billion flooding into Elixir, which if it's right now sitting about, I don't know what, about maybe a 17 million market cap. You know, because I'm looking, if this is 10 million, you move it forward a bit. It's not 25 million, but it's just under 17 million. Just looking at this, let's have a quick look. Let's see if I've done it right. So Elix, see what Elixir's sitting on. Because if you've got something that's 17 million, am I saying billion, million? If you've got something that, there we go, 17.3 million. Should $1 billion flood into this, this is where I'm going to be making massive gains. And again, I'm saying me. I mean, if you want to copy me, fine. If you feel like you're confident as well with the picks that I'm sharing you, fine. But this isn't about who's showing what and who's doing this and who's doing that. It's about we're doing our own research. We're finding projects that we think can do good. We're looking at projects that we think long term can last and make us money. If you're here for a quick play, a quick little high risk play, then obviously you're going to want to grab these. But then I expect that you're going to sell out of them quick, and you're not actually going to have a portfolio at all. And the people that sell out of these, just doing these quick buy trades, you're playing with high risk. You're a gambler. You're not even a degen anymore. You're a gambler. Because you're not building something. You're not building, like if I see projects fall, I take the opportunity to buy it back up and, you know, get more. I want to have more because I believe in the long term they can surge and come up here like where these projects are. So let me just go back to this. You know, I think if $1 billion floods into this, well, 10x is 170 million, 100x is 1.7 billion. So $1 to $2 billion could 100x your money. So $1 billion, maybe about 60x from now, something like that. Just not 100%, but close to it. It's 60x return. And so, and then I look at things like what I've done before. Like I said, I got money in OP, I got loads in SWE. This is when I flip my profits and try and catch these lower ones before they blow. Like your OGPU, like your Phonk protocol, which is altered state machine. The team hasn't changed. They're still there. They're still good. So I just wanted to kind of bring you like a different evaluation on this GP racetrack that I've done for many things. I've done it for AI gaming. You've seen it, right? Now I'm just showing you over the next 3 months where my conviction lies, where I'm fully convinced that can make. This is it. And like I said, if you don't see any coins that I've shared, and you're like, oh, but you shared this and you shared that, and it's not there. What about this? What about that? I still have them, and they can probably still go on to doing really, really well. But I can't throw hundreds of coins up. I want to keep it clean at least. And right now it's clean. It's like you can see that there's a cluster of the amount of coins, and the ones that you're thinking might be here. I'll reveal one, and I'll look into this project and tell you why I think it's a steal of a buy, why I'm convinced it can do it. And then I'm going to end this video, and then we'll come again on another video, and hopefully I can evaluate these other projects to see where they're doing and what they're doing. But I do think over the next few months it's going to be exciting. And what I like about this as well is, again, it's not just one narrative. You got AI, you got RWA, you got DPIN, you got all sorts, layer 1s and layer 2s. It's the whole shebang. It is the whole shebang, oh. If you're Nigerian like me, the whole shebang. Yeah, you got the whole. Right, I'm gonna show you this. Don't know what it is. I can't remember what I put. But whatever it is, I'm fully convinced, and it's in my Goldilocks zone. Which, if you can catch projects under 10 million, and it does and it can go where I think it can go, you're laughing. What is it? Colon. That's just a random pick. Colon. I'm fully convinced Colon can be, just be up there as a supreme blue chip, as an AI, as one of the top AI agents that exists. That is something that you can interact with to learn about the crypto market, to talk to it as an interactive AI agent that autonomously thinks and does things for itself. Colon is there, and I'm convinced, and I'm not selling a damn dime until it gets up there. Right now, 8 million, 8.4 million. I'm fully convinced, which is why I'm sharing it, and I'm showing it as a golden opportunity. It's in my Goldilocks zone right there. If you want to see the rest of these, and I know you guys have come for this, you want this, you want this, you want... Can you believe? I'm saying I'm fully convinced on coins that are under four coins under $1 million that I'm fully convinced that can do really well and potentially come up here. Not many YouTubers say that in confidence. But again, when I say this, I'm not saying it because I want you to go and buy. Do what you want. I don't care what you do. This is me. This is all about me here. What I believe I'm going to make massive gains on. And if you believe it as well, fine, great. Good, because this gives many other people an opportunity to get in on steal other buyers, like your Colon, like Dasher, that's just sitting there comfortably just past the Goldilocks zone. What is it? 11 million. All here, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just these 6 here makes a nice portfolio, man. For someone that's, you're not an absolute DJ where you're constantly playing with these high risk toxic, 100Ks, nano caps, 50K. It was just too much. I will still share them, just for, to have a bit of fun here and there, short plays. But I'm on about ones that can build a solid. Like if you just picked these, Colon, Dasher, Elixir, OGPU, Open Fabric, and Altered State Machine. Already, you got yourself a 6 coin portfolio where it's not absolute degen. You're not hitting the billion range, so you're not playing with blue chips. You're not playing with mid caps. You're not playing with like low caps. Well, you're kind of playing with it. Kind of falls in that low cap range. You're playing with the lower end of low cap cryptocurrencies, but it makes a nice portfolio because you've got some AI, you've got some gaming, you've got OGPU, which is the GPU space, you've got Open Fabric, which is generative AI, you've got Altered State Machine, which is now going to be Phonk protocol that does AI agents as well, and a bit of generative. It's nice. And if you wanted to add something, like some layer ones, this is why it works. At least that's what I think. So I'm going to be revealing more. Let's just have a quick look at Colon. 8 million market cap, 10x 100, 84 million. And again, ask yourself this question. The coins that you're in now, how long is it going to take something like Destra sitting at 200 million market cap to 10x? It needs to go to 2 billion. Can it do it in 3 months? If it can, great. But when Destra gets to 2 billion, if Colon gets to 2 billion from where it is, you make far more money had you put it in Colon than you did in Destra that's sitting at according to this, 200 million. Right? Destra to about 200 million sits flat right there. And again, I've checked it also, I know. So let me just do this real quick. If this because again, Destra 10x 2 billion. If Colon can get to a 2 billion, which again, I'm not confirming it's going to do that, but because I'm fully convinced it can go up here and stand tall as a supreme project, should it get to a 2 billion and you're buying in now, not you, me, whoever it is, if I'm dollar cost averaging 8.4 million, this is the opportunity right now where I'm convinced. Let me just do this, divide it by 8.4 million, roughly, it ain't exact, but just roughly. Instead of making 10x with your investment from Destra network, you put it into Colon, should it go to where Destra goes just to make a 10x, 238x returns. Where $1,000 turns to $238,000. And this is how I look at the market. This is how I look at everything. So actually, maybe if I was to take my play out of, You know, if I let SWE go to $20 or H bar go up a bit and then I take some profits to flip it, maybe flipping it into something like colon or proppy, which is RWA, maybe something like that can see me in larger gains. You know, some people sit there and go, oh, it's really hard to do 100x. It's not hard to 100x. Especially if you're watching my channel and you're playing with these high-risk plays down here. Because, you know, you're getting a $1 million market cap, jumps to 10 million, that's 10x your money. You take your profits, you look for another project that can 10x. So you just done one 10x, so you turn 1,000 into 10,000. Not financial advice. If you have the balls and you throw the 10 grand in another project and it 10x's, goes to 100, it goes to 100 grand, that's 100x. And some people do that. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to be revealing more of this over the time. I want to get this video up, get it to the Patreons. Stick around if you don't want to miss it. Become a Patreon. The link is in the info section. They see this video first, which means they have the opportunity to buy these projects as they see them. How do I do it? Look, loads of tiers. Take your pick. I recommend my exclusive VIP partner tier. That was the one that was highlighted. That was the most popular one. This one here unlocks all the posts. You won't miss nothing. You need to know when I'm selling. Well, you don't need to know. It's up to you if you want to know. But if you need to know when I'm selling, because you haven't got a great sales strategy, you don't know when to be taking profits because you're not understanding charts, you're not looking at the market all the time, or you don't want to be looking at the market all the time, but you're happy for someone that, you know, someone like me that's looking, saying, right, I think this is it now, and you need something like that. This is where you can become a patron. I can guide you on your journey. But again, just remember, nothing I'm telling you is financial advice. I'm just showing you what I'm doing that's best for me. Yeah. If you can't afford it, the next tier above gives you access to my VIP Telegram group. It's the CEO partner tier that you need. Gives you super alerts. You're super alerted. What do I mean? Well, you know, in there there's millionaires. It's like a whale group. There's big money in there, but there's smart investors. The ones that have got may not become a millionaire yet. They're just good at the market. They understand the knowledge. They know what's going on. They're buying things before I buy them. I'm looking, I'm buying, and then I'm selling it. Well, not selling it, but I'm sharing it over there, and then I'm showing people the opportunity. And yeah, this is how we get in and we make some good gains. But they're always seeing it a lot of the time. But they will see the videos first before it goes up on YouTube. So yeah, if you want this secret alpha, the early access, I call it, come check it out. Guys, thanks for watching. Have a good day, and I will see you in the next video with this. I'm going to be sharing some more. And I know what you're coming for. You're coming for this, right? So just, if you're going to F with it, put you can afford to lose. See you in the next video. Cheers. Never be defeated.